Go again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action.
It was good. It's Nolan Smith. Just landed in Louisville, Kentucky. About to go gain some wisdom from Junior Bridgman, owner of Bridgman Food LLC. About to learn about life after basketball. He's one of the best to do it. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you for having me here today. We're here today to basically talk to you about life after basketball. Me going into my third year in professional basketball, and obviously you had a very long NBA career, but obviously it's bigger than that. And first I just want to ask you, when did you get your vision, to become a successful businessman? How did you use basketball to become successful?
Good question. Back at that time, I think everyone had an eye on what they were going to do after their playing days, because the money you made was not going to allow you, when you retired, or even if you played 10, 12 years, you were not going to amass enough money to where you didn't have to do anything else in life. So you came into the league knowing that maybe I can make a contact, maybe some company will want to give me a job, or I'm going to have to do something. I'm not sure what it is, but I need to be planning for it, which is a little bit different than today with the amount of money some players make. If they manage their money correctly when they leave the league, they should have so much money that they can really not do anything and still live a comfortable life. But that's not good either, because you have to be productive, and you have to do something in life after basketball, because you're still young. For me, the main thing that got me interested in business world was the collective bargaining sessions that we have. And I know the Players Association just went through one a couple of years ago. But it was interesting because we would sit around the table negotiating with the owners. And I mean, we're all concerned about per diem and all these things that really mean something, making $10,000 a year, an average salary. I mean, all these things that are important to the players. And as I would look across and see the owners, it became evident after a while that this wasn't that important to them. And it really became evident that basketball and the fact that they owned the team was great, but still that was their third or fourth business. And for a lot of them, it wasn't even, well, for most of them, it wasn't their major business. And so I said, there's got to be something that we're missing. And during the breaks, they would talk about, I've got this 500 or 750 unit development going up in this city, or I'm working on producing this movie, and then they would get all excited about that, and then come back to collective bargaining like, okay, we got to go through this because we have to go through it. So as I said, it really dawned on me that I was missing something, or something that they had. I wanted to say, I want to be that excited about what they're doing. And that's really when I first got excited or interested in maybe going into the business world after basketball. That if you're going to be in the business world, the only person that you really have to rely upon is you. And if you're going to get involved in A business, B business, C business, D business, no matter what it is, you better understand every aspect of that business. And so that's what I did. I mean, I went back and learned everything in the restaurant business, from mopping floors to being in there early, counting inventory, walking in the cold walk-in and counting how many products are on the shelf, and cleaning toilets, everything. And so people say, well, why did you do that? Why did you just hire somebody to do that? That is another roadmap for failure. You rely upon somebody else. You don't really know. And so I always tell people when they talk to me, well, what do I need to do to be involved in the business world? I said, well, go learn the business first. Before you hire anybody or pay anybody or buy anything, if this is what you want to do, go learn it and see if that's really what you want to do.
Wow. So, what was probably the biggest thing you learned from the NBA, starting a business, going into business, that you learned from the NBA, MBPA, getting going?
That's a real good question, because a lot of people don't use what they've been through to help them as they're trying to get to the next level in whatever it is. And you think about basketball, what did we learn from basketball? And people, well, you learned how to run plays and maybe set up a defense, but what else did you really learn? I mean, the first thing you learned was you learned to work as a team. And you learned that you couldn't do everything on your own. And you learned that everybody else has different skills, different skill sets. Somebody may be good at this, good at that. But if I can combine them all in a system that allows everybody to do what they do best, we can be successful. And you also learn that sometimes with all that, it's not going to be successful. I'm going to lose tonight. I may lose tonight, tomorrow, and next week I may lose a few games in a row. But what did I learn from those losses? That I need to do this. It's the same way in the business world. It's competitive, and so this concept or this for us, this brand may be winning now, but all that means is what am I not doing right, and what is our team not doing right? So there were so many things to learn from the basketball world that translated over into the business world. But the main thing that I see a lot of people in the business world that don't have that we do is you don't give up. I mean, you don't give up until that horn sounds, and it's amazing how that drive to succeed will push athletes farther than maybe some other people, but they have to recognize that and realize that is a skill, that's something that everybody does not have, and that you've been developing all these years while you've been running up and down the floor.
That's great. Well, just like to say thank you.
No, it's been an honor. It's been great to see you. Honor to sit here with you, and after all these years, I'm just happy to be here.
Yes,
Definitely.
sir.
Always have a dream, but never ever let anyone take that dream from you or tell you you can't accomplish it. Hi, it's Junior Bridgman, and you're watching Jockington.com.